Last video lecture we have covered the indicating and display devices of second unit. Let's continue with the next point, which is analog and digital devices, in which we are going to see the types of analog and digital meters. First we will see the analog meters. In that, this is divided into two sub points. One is on the basis of readings and second one is on the basis of operating current. On the basis of readings, further divided into three parts, which is indicating, recording and integrating meters. In indicating meters, ammeter, voltmeter, wattmeter is included. In recording devices, we will see the earthquake instruments, temperature recorders, and integrating devices like energy meter. On the basis of operating current is further divided into three submeters, which is AC, DC, AC or DC meters. Next one is digital meters. Digital meters are divided into two parts. One is integrating type, second one is non-integrating type. Integrating type further divided into three parts: voltage to frequency converter, potentiometric to integrating, dual slope integrating. Non-integrating type divided into two types: potentiometric type and ramp type. Potentiometric type is further divided into three subtypes, which is continuous balance type, second one is successive, and third is null balance type. Ramp type is further divided into two types: linear and staircase. For further, we will see the digital voltmeters. In that, depending on the conversion of an analog DC voltage into digital form, voltmeters are classified into two main types. They are non-integrating type digital voltmeters, and these are again divided into two different types. First, potentiometric type. In that, servo, successive approximation, null balance. Second one is ramp type. In that, linear and staircase. Integrating type digital voltmeters. These are again divided into different types as analog to frequency converter, second is potentiometric to integrating, third is dual slope integrating. In these instruments, analog voltage signal to digital signal conversion process is accomplished by following techniques. First one is integrating method, second ramp method, and third one is successive approximation method. First, in that integrating type digital voltmeters, it includes integrator, amplifier, logic for control, clock and counter, digital display and counter. Integration type digital voltmeter. First, S1 switch is closed and V in gates applied to integrator for a fixed time T1. The switch S2 is closed and minus V reference is applied to integrator. The time T2 required for the output of the integrator to fall to 0 is measured. Then amplifier amplifies the signal and given to the logic for control and clock signals. The clock signal is controlled by counter and these are given to the digital display for displaying the waveform. The waveform are seen as S1, S2. When S1 closed, the T1 gets at the output. When S2 switch is closed, T2 gets at the output. Next one is ramp type voltmeter. In that, it includes ranging and attenuator, ramp generator, sample rate V in, input comparator, oscillator, ground comparator, gate has start count and stop count, counter, and last one is digital display. In that, standard ramp signal is generated by ramp generator circuit. Input comparator gives start of count signal to gate. Due to this, counter receives the clock signal from oscillator. Counter starts counting the number of clock cycles. Ground comparator gives stop of count signal to gate when ramp wave reaches to 0. The counter then outputs the count to digital display. This count is digital equivalent of V in voltage. Counter is reset after specified time interval. Again, ramp is generated and the process of conversion continues. The time required for V in point on ramp wave to reach 0 is measured. For that time period, counter counts the pulses. After ramp crosses 0, counter stops counting and outputs the count to digital display, which displays the input voltage value. And we will see the output on digital display. The last output waveform are as shown in figure. Next one is successive approximation SAR type digital voltmeter. It consists of comparator, digital to analog converter, successive approximation resistor, control circuit, and digital display. In this type of voltmeter, input voltage is compared with various standard voltages, starting from maximum, and then output of each comparison is displayed. The number of comparison steps depends on the resolution of the ADC. First MSB bit having value of half scale is outputted to D2A with other bit as 0. After comparison, as Vin is greater than Vx, comparator sends logic 1 to control circuit. That is, when Vin is greater than Vax, comparator will active and get logic 1 to the circuit. SAR then sends 1 on next bit to MSB along with MSB as 11000. It is converted to analog signal by D2A converter and compared with Vin. When Vin is less than Vax, hence logical 0 is received by control circuit. When Vax is less than Vin, it will get 0 at the output of comparator. Now 10100 is outputted to D2A converter and it is compared, and so no till 5 conversions. Number till 5 conversions we will get. Then we get digital output which is displayed on LCD. This is nothing but the voltage. For example, in case of 5-bit ADC, this comparison is done 5 times. In case of 16-bit ADC, it is done 10 times and so on. We have considered operation with a 5-bit ADC. The digital ammeter is similar in working as that of digital voltmeter. The output waveform is shown in figure. First is 1/4 second, 1/2, and last one is Vin at 3 and 3/4 of the input. Next one is ammeter, which is digital ammeter. It consists of AC signal, rectifier, shunt, integrator or ramp or successive approximation type meter, and display. In the AC quantity is rectified using diode bridge rectifier and AC is converted into DC. The DC is passed through suitable shunt and the voltage drop across it is measured using same technique as with that of integrating type voltmeter or ramp type voltmeter or approximation type digital voltmeter. The display is calibrated in terms of current. When we give the AC signal to the circuit, it is rectified by diode bridge and give to the shunt as it get voltage dropped in it, and it is measured by integrating or ramp type or SAR type meter and displayed on the display. Next we will see the ohm meter. Ohm meter is used to measure resistance of a device, element, circuit or any portion of circuit. Types of ohm meter: series type ohm meter, second one is shunt type ohm meter. Ohm meter is used to directly measure resistance of a device. This meter is used to determine approximate resistance of the circuit components. It can be used to measure the resistance of heating element of heater, electronic iron, field coil resistance, sorting resistors used in electronic circuit. It can also be used for checking semiconductor diodes. In balancing the bridge to save the time, the ohm meter is helpful in the laboratories to know approximate value of resistance, that is helpful in bridge balancing. Series type ohm meter. For measuring the resistance, the unknown resistance is connected across the terminal A and B of the circuit. The circuit consists of a battery, basic meter, R2 shunting resistance, and R1 series resistance. Assembly of such items is shown in figure. Shunting resistance R2 is in parallel to the meter resistance Rm. Its current limiting resistance R1 is in series. Battery of EMF E is also connected. For measuring unknown resistance Rx is connected across A and B terminal for its measurements. Now, say when Rx is not connected and terminal A and B are sorted, in such case maximum current flows through the meter. R2 is adjusted till full scale deflection is indicated. This position is marked as zero resistance. When terminal A and B are opened, then natural resistance between A and B is infinity. So here on the scale infinity is marked. The at the left hand side infinity is marked and at the right hand side 0 is marked. Thus the span is 0 to infinity. The dial scale of series type ohm meter 0 on the right side and infinity on the left side. The meter is light in weight, compact and very easy to carry, hence suitable for general service work. It measures the approximate value of resistance. Care of battery is to be taken. It discharges it in repeated work or kept ideal for a length of a period. Next one is shunt type ohm meter. The connection of battery E adjusting resistance R meter and a switch A are connected. Terminals A and B for measuring unknown resistance. When it is connected across them, unknown resistance is marked as Rx. Switch S is for disconnecting the battery when meter is not in use. When terminals A and B are shorted, Rx equal to 0. Meter current is 0. When A and B are open, that is Rx equals to infinity. On the scale of this meter, 0 marking on the left and infinity on the right. This shows the shunt type ohm meter. Next one is extension of measuring range of meter. Ammeter and voltmeters are used for measuring current and voltages. Therefore, there is no fundamental difference in operating principles. Range extension of PMMC ammeter using shunt. Range extension of ammeter means increasing the capacity of same ammeter to measure higher values of current safely. Need of range extension in meter is the coil of ammeter is light in weight and can carry very small current up to 100 mA. Therefore, if high value of current to be measured, this coil cannot be directly connected to the circuit. How meter range is extended? The shunt is used in such case. The shunt diverts majority of current through it, and remaining current of safe value is allowed to pass through ammeter. The shunt is a low resistance connected across ammeter for range extension. Requirements of shunt. Low temperature coefficient is of resistance. Resistance should not vary with time. It should carry current without excessive temperature rise. Managing is used for shunt in DC ammeters and galvanometer, and constant is used as AC ammeters. Next one is multi-range voltmeter. How voltmeter range is extended. A higher resistance called as multiplier is connected in series with voltmeter when it is used for high voltage measurement. Multiplier creates major voltage drop across it, and remaining voltage of safe value gets applied to the voltmeter. First one is using individual multiplier. We can use say single multiplier and multiple resistors to extend the multi-range voltmeter. And second one is using universal multiplier or potential divider. We can use a single potentiometer and divide it in a variable range, and it is it gives us the multi-range voltmeter. Next one is application of meters on panel panel board to observe different electrical parameters like voltage, current, power. Next one is recording to record different electrical parameters or other physical parameters. Third is integration purpose to integrate given parameters over a period of a time. Next one is calibration purpose to calibrate other meters from a reference standard meter. Next one is to maintain reference standard. Absolute instruments are used for reference standard. Next one is loading effect. It is expected as original signal shall not be distorted when the element is used for signal sensing or transmission. To maintain quality of product by critical and accurate measurement. Next is calibration of meters. It is the process of making a scale or adjustment so that the readings of an instrument agree with the expected or certified standard. We will give us one standard certified instrument, and it is calibrated as per that. Need of calibration. Calibration of all instruments is important as it provides opportunity to check the instrument against a known standard to determine the error and accuracy. Procedure of calibration. If a meter is to be calibrated to find its accuracy and error in comparison with standard or substandard instrument, then both standard and meter to be calibrated are connected in the same circuit, and various readings of both are taken and compared to find error.